Pretty much the only thing that could make this better right now is if I had a Corona with a lime, maybe a pina colada, sit here all day, work on my suntan, because it's got some work to do, let's be honest guys. But this is just freaking incredible. The scenery, the water temperature is literally perfect. It's like warm bath water. It's not like scalding hot. It's just incredible. Hey guys, it's Wes. I recently spent 2 weeks exploring Winter Iceland by camper van, and on today's video, I'm going to cover everything you should know before visiting one of my favorite spots in Iceland, the Reykjadalur Hot Springs River, well known amongst locals, but is a less frequently visited location for tourists. The trail to reach the Reykjadalur Hot Spring River is about 4 miles or 6.4 kilometers round trip, and if you're considering this activity during the winter like I did, you'll face cold temperatures, bone-chilling winds, and lots of snow to reach the bathing area. The river is tucked into the Reykjadalur Valley, which is near the town of Hveragerði. Consider staying here the prior evening so you can get an early start. Now, if you're trying to locate the trailhead, simply punch in Reykjadalur Hot Spring Thermal River or Reykjadalur Cafe into your GPS. The hike and river access itself is free, but you'll need to pay a small fee in order to park near the cafe. The cafe near the trailhead has the only restroom facilities in the area, so you'll want to use them here before and after your visit. It's also a great spot to grab a coffee and snack once you've finished at the river. The trail will lead you behind the cafe and across a small pedestrian bridge before turning up towards the valley. Keep an eye out for thermal streams and geothermal activity on the ground. Even if the entire landscape is covered by snow, don't be surprised to see patches of mud where the warm ground has melted away all of the snow. It's a really cool visual representation of what's going on beneath the surface. As you look along the stream, you'll also notice that the snow along its banks has been melted away by the warm water. The hike out has a slight incline for most of the way, and I would strongly recommend wearing spikes since parts of the path can be narrow and icy. Eventually, the trail will open up to some really incredible views of the valley below and a hot spring waterfall in the distance. While waterfalls in other parts of Iceland will be partially frozen over during the winter, the hot water feeding this one keeps it devoid of any ice. Shortly after the waterfall, you'll encounter the primary swimming area. You should also notice some wooden structures that offer limited privacy for changing into your swim trunks. There are also some wooden platforms and stairs that lead down into the water. Just keep in mind that everything here will be extremely slick during the winter. And once you've changed out of your hiking boots, you'll either need to move around barefoot or with a pair of sandals on your feet. Let this be a reminder to also pack a towel, and definitely do not forget your swimming trunks back at the car or you will be severely disappointed. Once I made it down into the water, I was so relieved to finally be able to relax from all the cold I had endured during the morning reaching the river. The river itself was so warm, like perfect bathwater, and I felt like I could have soaked in here for hours. While you can enjoy this activity year-round, I think there's a special charm to it by coming here during the winter. The hike itself wasn't too difficult, and soaking up a thermal hot spring river while the surrounding area is covered in snow makes for a surreal experience. Definitely make sure you hit up the Reykjadalur Hot Spring River during your next trip to Iceland. It's a great stop to pair with the Golden Circle or as you're heading out to explore Iceland's south coast. I have some helpful trip planning videos available on my channel that cover a 7-day Winter Iceland itinerary and another video in vlog style that takes you with me behind the scenes during my entire 2-week Winter Iceland adventure. Be sure to check those out if you want to plan the perfect trip to Iceland. And if you found this video helpful, be sure to check out my travel blog. I've published tons of content around my favorite activities in Iceland. I've also published a written version of this guide that you can utilize to better plan your visit to Reykjadalur. You can find links to that and more in the video description. You'll also find a link to my camper van group tour of Iceland's Ring Road. That's a great way to see the best that Iceland has to offer while enjoying long hours of daylight under the midnight sun. I'll take care of all the dirty work and planning. All you have to do is show up, make some new friends, and enjoy the best that Iceland has to offer. Thanks for joining me on today's adventure. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to Travel with Wes for more exciting travel tips and inspiration just like this. Until next time, safe travels and thanks for watching.